What's up, man? Lost in Seattle. And Hurricane Ida really did something to was it Louisiana, New York, Philly, and New Jersey. So bad that now you got Biden, who's not going to take a little trip around those areas. I guess to build morale. I don't know.
He don't want to be like George Bush.
Yeah, George Bush.
He don't want Kanye to come back out. He just released that album and say Joe Biden don't like black people.
Yeah, so you got Hurricane Ida. Also, battered southern states face new flash flood warning threat. So some of those states down south, allegedly because of Hurricane Ida, still face a flash flood warning. So a lot of flooding going on across the East Coast and even the Midwest. I find that weather kind of strange. They'll tell you it's climate change though, but we're not even gonna get into that.
Well, the Midwest been getting flood for the past year.
Yeah, then we got Hurricane Larry coming.
I know we here too, but he's taking his ass back into the Atlantic Ocean. So.
Yeah, he over the Atlantic. So yeah,
please, Larry, don't come here.
Yeah, Larry on his way. Hopefully,
we are on the East Coast. Don't come here, Larry.
But with all this stuff going on with hurricanes and a lot of the destruction that's caused and the flooding and people's property and homes lost, America still has a problem with the Afghan situation. As you can see with this article, U.S. housing 20,000 Afghan evacuees in 5 states, with another 40,000 overseas. Now, we still don't know the number of American citizens that's still in Afghanistan. They say it's only 150 left. I think it's 1,000. I think it's more than that, but it is what it is. You see this article right here. The U.S. government was housing nearly 20,000 Afghan refugees at military installations in 5 states on Wednesday morning, while another 40,000 evacuees remain at bases overseas awaiting processing. According to internal federal data review by the CBS News, these figures, which have not been previously reported, provided more detail to the whereabouts of the portion of approximately 124,000 people the Biden administration said it airlifted from Kabul in the past few weeks. 8 military sites in Virginia, Wisconsin, New Mexico, New Jersey, and Indiana have been tasked with temporarily housing Afghan refugees, including those who aided the U.S. war effort. Other at-risk evacuees, collectively, the sites can house approximately 32,000 evacuees, but officials have been instructed to expand the capacity to 50,000 spots by September 15th. So people that work with the U.S. government in Afghanistan are the people that they're getting out of there.
I wonder if these are Afghan men that are particularly going to these 8 military sites.
I think it's men and women. But the point I'm trying to, it's crazy to me how they have to make this the priority, even though they have U.S. citizens in dire straits that also need housing and stuff, but they do nothing for them.
Nothing.
But the people you had in that country that you were over there for 20 years, you got no business being over there. Now you decide to leave. You got to bring all those people here and give them housing and everything else, food. I saw one guy on Twitter. He's an Afghan immigrant. He said something about not complaining, but because it was a little bit of food on a plate. He's like, not complaining, but this is all we get. And he had all the white people in the comment section. You better stop complaining. At least you have a shelter, and stop complaining about the food. Our own homeless veterans are on the streets, and you guys are getting, help. And then
all this the eviction moratorium, they have let that go.
Yeah. So you see here, what you know about the New Jersey military base set to shelter 1,000 of Afghan refugees. I wonder if their argument for doing this is because, well, we had our military in their country. Now that we're leaving, we need our military to help the civilians of that country. Is that their way of making this a fair thing, at least? I guess it is.
No. Because they're refugees. They're not military people that we know of.
Exactly.
That's why I asked the question.
You do got a couple conservative white people that's like, we need to vet these people. They might be a danger to us, how they are. But there are some European countries that have said they will not.
And we know why they will not.
They will not accept Afghan refugees. They already went through this back in 2015 when they let in all those immigrants from the Middle East and from North and East Africa. A lot of those people came over there and it led to some problems. You had the Trump era went across the world because you had Boris Johnson.
Make Europe better again.
Yeah, you had Boris Johnson in the UK with the Brexit movement. You had the French people. They didn't get to get who they wanted in. They stuck with that Macron. That's how you say his name.
I think so.
But they had what's those things you cut people's heads off with? God dang it. They was toting around those things with a caricature of their president in it. So they would let it be known what they wanted to do. Then you had the Yellow Vest movement. Then you had Germany. They voted in. They want to vote in what they call alt-right or right-wing people because they didn't want all the immigrants in their country. So Europe said, we're not doing it this time. You got to send them somewhere else. And I guess that somewhere else is going to be America, as far as we know.
Well, it's America, Canada, Mexico, one African country, Ghana.
Oh, yeah.
Ghana taking a couple.
Which was strange to me. Why would Ghana be asked to take in? But anyway, none of my business.
Shit,
none of my business. But then you have this week after Hurricane Ida's landfall, hundreds of thousands still without power. So a lot of people, and that was in the
guillotine.
Guillotine. That's what
I
it was.
Thought about
That's
it.
Going back to the
I was sitting here thinking. My mind kept saying machete. I was like, no.
Yeah, guillotine. They had guillotine of that President Macron. How you say his name? But anyway, so Hurricane Ida, anybody that was in its path, it led to a lot of power outages, gas shortages, and a lot of other things. As a matter
remember they were having gas shortages before this.
Well, yeah, it says here 1 million people in Louisiana without power.
Same thing all over again. And look who they have as a picture.
It reminds me a lot of
Hurricane Katrina.
Hurricane Katrina. You see here, man shot and killed at Louisiana gas station amid shortages due to Hurricane Ida. Look, man.
Reminds me of that YouTube documentary when that black man who lived in the own neighborhood.
Yeah, during Katrina, you had a lot of what do we call it? What do they call that when civilians go around and try to arrest people?
It's the same thing that those dudes who killed Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the video of. I don't know if this video is connected to this article. Let me say that I don't know if this video is connected to the article. This might be a whole separate incident. I'm not sure, but I'm going to play a video of an incident that happened in Louisiana due to the power outages and stuff.
They try to go in that fucking girl, bitch. Bitch, them Arabs ain't fucking playing out here. Trying to go in them fucking people's stuff. Baby, fucking Arabs ain't playing out here. He shot him? Shot the shit out of him. Oh, wow. They try to go in that fucking...
Yeah, so...
Who did they shoot?
The guy right there on the ground, as you can see right here.
Oh.
I guess he was trying to go into the store, but I don't...
The store is closed?
It's boarded up, but I don't know.
So he comes out there every day with a gun and stands on top of the roof?
I don't know.
Instead of opening a store and selling merchandise?
It's a supply shortage, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
I don't know. But then there's this right here.
And black people call them Arabs, by the way.
Yeah. These damn Arabs.
It's Arabs.
Yeah,
but we say that Arab. You hear them Arabs, they played out here.
Yeah. So I saw this. I came across this, and it said Afghans fleeing the Taliban vow to risk their lives crossing the English Channel. They said Saif Erman is only 18, but the young Afghan migrant looks at least a decade older. Yeah, we know. After requests for evacuation were ignored, his parents rounded up Erman and 7 of his cousins, some as young as 13 years old, and sent them on a journey toward Europe. Now, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but why is it they are willing to risk their lives to leave their country rather than to go against the Taliban? Because according to the U.S. government, and the official story is, when the U.S. decided to pull out of Afghanistan, the Afghan military cowered and ran and allowed the Taliban to take the weapons, the Humvees, the helicopters, which you got to ask the question, how does Afghan Taliban, these alleged people that run around in the mountains and all that stuff, how do they know how to fly a helicopter? Well, we not even get stuck on that. So according to them, the U.S. government, the official story is that the Taliban military abandoned military sites, weaponry, guns, and the civilians.
Or did they just put on their Taliban gear?
Exactly. Did they just put on the gear and say, "Oh, we Taliban now"?
Or are some of those white men running around pretending to be Taliban people? Because they're known for doing that.
Yeah, a lot of. There was a guy a few weeks ago, a U.S. citizen who was arrested because he was trying to transport something to. He had joined the Taliban and he was trying to transport something to one of those countries. I can't remember what the guy's name was. I think he's from Oklahoma or some middle America country.
Remember, America has been in Afghanistan for 20 years.
Yeah,
those seeds that those white men they planted into those Arab women have grown up.
Yeah,
trained them to be CIA agents.
Maybe so.
This stuff is real.
Now I want to show this. With all this stuff happening, Hurricane Ida, the Afghan people getting help. This is Philadelphia. This is what Philadelphia looks like today. These are homeless people. You can say, well, they're drug addicts. Okay. But why is none of those resources being used on the Afghan people now? Why weren't they being used on their actual citizens the last decade? Because now we have Afghan immigrants or refugees being allowed to live in military bases. Why can't these people? The homeless people in Seattle, Washington, California, Portland, Chicago, New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York. Why can't they get housing, but they can find a way to give housing to refugees?
Well, I tell you, they'll say America is a land of opportunities, and they're not using their resources here properly like they should. But we also have to take in the fact that we've had COVID-19, which has caused businesses to close. People who are not vaccinated in jobs that are requiring them to be vaccinated have opted out of not being vaccinated and have been fired and now not qualify for unemployment.
Yeah.
But they don't give a damn.
They don't care. You have to help yourself.
Because it's about the perception, not how America treats its people, the perception of how America treats people outside of America.
Yeah. Which a lot of these people are former veterans. They're veteran military. So.
But they tell you when you don't kneel for the flag, you're disrespecting the veterans in the military.
But you're not helping.
But this isn't disrespect.
You're not helping the veterans. But yeah, I just want to show that and give a perception of they're willing to help the refugees, but those people in Louisiana, a million people without power. You got people standing on roofs shooting people. Then you got these people in Philadelphia. Look, if you saw this right here, you would not think this was America. You would think this is Cuba, some South American country.
And this is
Colombia, Brazil.
This is how pretty much every major metropolitan city looks now.
It's beginning to look, exactly.
Especially, we're not Republican or Democratic, but this is how it looks when it's ran by a Democratic person.
That's what happens. But yeah, man.
Liberal.
We just want to do a quick video on this, get something out. Appreciate y'all for supporting. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Make sure you comment and let us know what you think. All praise to the Most High, and peace, man.